Hi, my friends. I am here today to record. I'm documenting the journals that I have made before I go off to a fair this week. I believe, this is my last video in that series. However, from now on, I will record videos of the journals after I make them, just so I have a diary of it, because someone asked me, do you document your books? And I was like, oh, no, I haven't done that. And I'm doing it now. So these are the last two, and I'm doing them in one video because they are Barbie. And who doesn't love Barbie, right? I will say that I have the tassels, and I have Barbie charms and stuff like that to hang off the side that will be available at the craft fair. I'm not in this video, but there's too many charms to go through. I have 50 charms, 50 tassels, 50 string charms. I have chain charms and string charms, and it's just crazy. So I'm going to set this aside, and I'm going to start with this one because this is one of my favorites. This is Barbie and the Adventure Hunt. So it's kind of Barbie camping. And I'm using the string, the stretchy string I have talked about. I love the stretchy string because you can fill this up as much as you want, and there's no limit because the closure comes off and you can set it out of your way. There's a lot of fibers hanging off. There's fibers hanging out the bottom. These are where I tie the signatures. I always like to leave this hanging. The side of this beautiful green fabric. My journals always have this little loop so that you can hang a charm or something from the side. I've got, I don't know if you can see, but there's a couple rows of rickrack, a pink rickrack because of Barbie, and then this ivy because of the theme, the foresty theme. So let's open her up. Now with the golden books, and I do have book corners. With the golden books, what I do is I deconstruct them. I add a new spine that's thicker so that there's room. I have 3 signatures in this, so we need room. So I deconstruct the books. I deconstruct books that are damaged and headed to landfill. I get them at the secondhand store or on eBay where there's some damage. And then, they've already been well loved. They're secondhand. And then I get them and I send them. I deconstruct them and I build something new out of them. So they get a new life. They get love and they don't end up in the landfill. So, again, these are little golden books. This is Barbie and the Scavenger Hunt. You can see the little golden book in here. I do keep the pages, so you'll see the storybook pages, although they're trimmed down. And then this, of course, is pink and adventure, pink and green. Here's some journaling cards. This is just a little belly band, so they slide right in here. I do like stuff to stick out. This book, you can see there's a lot of stuff sticking out the side. I like the journals to be pretty from all directions. Some journals are simpler than others. This one is a little more frilly. I mentioned that my Wonder Woman one, see that goes all the way down. You just have to get it straight. My Wonder Woman one is very simple because the pictures are so active and vibrant and crazy. So things like this, I like to add a few extra trims and stuff like that too, because it's just pretty. Now, using this, you can write on the journaling card. You could put a title there. You could put a picture here so they're all looking at it. You could just cover the whole thing with a picture. Make a journal your own. When I build these journals, I use everything. I use stickers, washi, paper collections, the book, lace, fiber, everything. So, just so you know what you're getting into. This is a beautiful page that I painted / stenciled, added some detail to. And this is an article about everyone can draw. I just thought it would be fun to have some kind of art. I also put magazine pages that I find. My bee one has like bee honey recipes, how to identify bees. I have, just random things tucked away in here. So look through your journal, see what's in there, because there may be some things tucked away. This is a book page that I stenciled and painted and then tore up. This is, again, it was old damaged dictionary, so just breathing new life into old things so that they have a home and a happy place to go. That is a tuck spot. You just tuck things in there. So the nice thing about this too is when you get journals like this doesn't have to be on this page, but it fits there for now. Move it anywhere you want to in here. Journaling pages, journaling pages, journaling pages. I do some distress work. Book page for the story. Little center page, more storybook. So, I think, yeah, we're still in frame. I'm just going to pull it over a little bit more. Some more little journaling cards. Just some random, just whatever fits, right? I have a collection. Some pretty lace trim here. Great place to journal here. Maybe put a title or a little picture and then journal about it, or vice versa. But I have a collection of stuff I've just collected over the years, and so what I'll do is I'll pick color. I'll pick my base, which for this was the little golden book about Barbie and the scavenger hunt, and then I just go through my collections and pull out everything that matches, and then I just start building stuff. These are tags. Does this? Yeah, this tag opens. Oh, okay. Let me just. Yeah, there it goes. Okay. So this tag opens. So they're just little places to write that match, and like I just think they're so cute. And some of this stuff, comes out of one paper pack. Some of this stuff is just like I have lined paper in all different colors that I like to add to journals. This is something I've been adding. This is a sticker pack, and I'll have sticker packs at my booth at the craft fair. But there's more than 10 in this one, but my sticker packs will be 10 plus. But this is all Barbie stuff, or camping stuff, or stargazing stuff, and it matches your journal, so you can use them throughout. I think there might even be, yeah, there's camping, there's just rando, just anything that matches. The little Barbie head there. So I've started including that in my journals just recently. Not every journal has them, but this one happens to. In fact, I think this is the journal I got the idea, because I just have so much that... Oh, and here's another magazine page, I believe. Yeah, with the story. Yeah. This is just some random mint tea questions, but the reason it's in here is because of this poem. And so I just thought it was a pretty little thing to have in here, and you can keep it, you can rip it up, you can use it, you can read it and just keep it because it's a pretty poem, whatever. But it went with the theme, so it went in here. Here's another, this is a pocket. This is just the pocket here. Climb, explore, discover nature. Because she's exploring, and here's just and this has got some, I don't know if you can see, but it's got some shimmer to it. Some gold foil, some shimmer. And then that's the back side. The great outdoor nature walks. Now, one of the things I like to say, because so if this is not your style, because I'm eclectic, I like everything, but if you find that you're drawn to a journal but something in it's not your style, you just cover it up. You just literally take a picture and cover it up, right? Or two pictures, or however you want. You glue a picture here and then you write about it, so you aren't. I say that to encourage people not to be afraid, not to be like, oh, I don't like that one page or whatever. When you're looking at any journal, whether it's my journal, other people's journals, when you're buying journals on Etsy's, the idea is to build up. So this is a little 3-pocket tuck spot, and you'll see I have those in a lot of my journals because I have a die, and so I just pick a matching paper, and I just love this little thing because I think the layer of tags is fun. This is all old camping gear. I don't know. There was a store when I was a little girl we used to go to. Now I think it's just a catalog, and I don't remember what the name of it was, but it was so fun to walk through. It was just basically this old camping gear, and I'd walk through with my parents. We used to camp, my grandparents and my aunts and uncles and me and my parents and stuff. And it was so funny because all of our camping stuff was old. You know, it was passed down. It was back in the days when stuff was meant to last. So, in fact, when my husband and I got married, my grandparents gave us some of their camping gear, and we had a stove, a camping stove, probably until my kids were teenagers. That I'm pretty sure that my grandparents had given us, but I'm pretty sure it was like something I ate on as a child because it was so old, but it worked. It was a Coleman stove, and it just lasted forever. Anyways, rustic scenic route, the simple light, back to nature, lots of journaling areas, leaves, trees. I don't know if you're a camper, but I just love this book. I think this book speaks to me, and I'm hoping it finds a happy home. Lots of journaling space, lots of places to document your adventures and take, add pictures. And in the story, she went off on her own, which in the woods you're not supposed to do. She fell, she's stuck in a cave all by herself. But there's Barbie and her friends coming to the rescue. Here is this beautiful journaling card in another pocket. And then this is the back side of the pocket. Lots of room to journal. Here's a little map, the little arrow. And more journal confetti. I always call these little pieces when you round the corners and things like that. They fly everywhere, and I find them in the books, and I call them journal confetti. This is another center of the signature. Cute little tree journaling card for here, but you could also put something tall, like if you went on a camping trip and you get a map or any of the little flyers, the ephemera that you get as you're driving into for a national forest, and you have the little office that you go into and stuff like that, and they have all the stuff, all the paper, I won't call it junk, all the papers for local attractions or what's in the forest and stuff. That's a great place to, take one of these text spots and put it there, and you can take it out and read it, or you can cut it up and use it, all over your book. More pages. Here's a page to write on between the pages. See, they found her. Now they're learning the story not to go off by yourself. More writing area. Another beautiful pocket with trees. I hope this little guy finds a home, because I just love this book. And that's the back, and you can see, oh, it's okay, baby. My dog's having a nightmare. I don't know if you can hear that. You can see the Golden Book cover, because I do keep those and use them in the construction of the book. This one is more rounded. If you can see, this is a rounded spine. Now the second Barbie one I'm going to go through real quick is a flat spine, just because. Let's untie this. This is Barbie, Princess and the Pop Star, another Golden Book. And the reason I kept this flat is because look at that beautiful lace. So I've hidden the spine. See, this is where the spine's exposed, or the signatures are exposed. This one, I've hidden the signatures in this lace, but this lace just needed to be flat, because look at how beautiful that is. Okay, so anyways, and that fabric has shimmer, silver shimmer. So does this lace, and so does this pink lace, or this pink rickrack. So beautiful book, beautiful book. Got some silver book corners. Am I in frame? I am. I'm going to just start going through. I need to be a little faster, but some more lace. So this is Princess and the Pop Star. So I had a lot of fun with this book. You can see again the Golden Book branding, because this is another Deconstructed Golden Book. Look at this journaling card. Do you see the silver guitars? There's room to, again, I'm a Barbie. I've always been a Barbie fan, right? Since I was a little girl. I still have my Barbies from when I was a little girl. Unfolded pocket that I've created here with just to layer these tags. You can also you know, put a little thing here, put pictures on these, whatever, journal on them. I've always been a Barbie fan. And so this book, I love this book. So here's a, oh, look at this. So this is Mod Podge. This is a tissue paper with silver dots. I don't even know where I got that, but it was in my stash. And then the music notes, silver. And then here, you know, place to write your title and maybe put a picture or something. But I'm going to put this back in. And it sticks out the side. Then here's the title page. And like, see, I said, the books I get are damaged. And there's this little wrinkle here. But it adds character to the journal, so I'm not afraid of that. My goal is to keep these out of landfill. So some music pages, because, you know, it's the Princess and the Pop Star. This opens. It's got some lace trim. It's got a place to hide stuff, collect whatever you need to collect, concert tickets, whatever you do. Anyways, I've always been a fan of Barbie, so I'm super excited to have made these Barbie books that I did. Great, beautiful. This purple paper has just the slightest shimmer. You probably can't see it, but just slight. And then you go into the book pages. Here is a little text spot with this more of the silver guitars. Don't know why they're upside down. We're going to make them upside right. And just some tissue paper that frames this window. And then, oh, the little Barbie head, a pink sticker. Time to Shine, the little sticker there. More of the book. More journaling papers. Oops, too many pages. Places to write, places to put pictures. I do recommend when you're writing in a journal that you put something hard. I use, I just use a flat, hard surface. I have like a cutting board, actually, a really thin cutting board thing that I use there. But when I'm journaling, I do that to keep my penmanship tidy when I'm writing in a journal. Just a little hack for you guys. Look at this one. It says music, and it's got the music notes and pretty paper and more places to journal. And then the Barbie bee. Oh, look, journal confetti. And then more sheet music, more pages of the book. Oh, this is just a clear little pocket with a little weird tag in it that I don't even know what that tag is or anything, but it's there because why not? Little coin catcher. These are places to journal or put a picture, but I've framed it out with some tissue paper and stuff in these beautiful silver rings. Let's see. Another pocket, and this one has one of these tags. I love making these tags. I've talked about it in other videos, and you can see there's the page where I had to trim pages, but look, there's a person right there. A little Barbie, this is part of the stage with the lighting and stuff. So I use scraps and I just put them along, and then you cut them out and then a tag is revealed. I just love that process. But anyways, here's a little Rockstar themed tag. This is a belly band. This comes out, opens up. I'm right in it. This goes in. This video is longer than I want it to be. Here's some music vellum, which I just love. More book page, more places to write, more music. And when you have pages like this, I don't want you to be afraid to use them, because look, here's a writing page. Here's a music sheet. Mount a picture, mount your memorabilia, mount your concert tickets, and write about the experience. I would just go, you know, because of the theme of this book, I would probably track all my concerts in this, right? Oops, that comes out. So do that, keep track of everything. Here's more writing space. Put, you know, your concert tickets here, write about the concert here, that kind of thing. Just beautiful. So here's a frame, some places to write about stuff. The pink, purple, and gold kind of match. There's a lot of metals in here. I've got gold, silver, copper, just because of the different paper collections. More of the story. They swap places in the story. Some little hot hearts to go with it. A balance between the softness and the rock star, because it's, you know, the princess and the pop star is the book. So there's a lot of both elements in this. More journaling space. Journaling space. You can mount a picture journal. You can just journal, date, put your date here, journal here, whatever, however it works for you. More journaling areas. Beautiful, beautiful. More of the book, more of the vellum music note paper. Another pocket, layered pocket where there's, it's actually, I've created that through origami, magic journal origami. So we've got some journaling tags just layered here with lots of fibers that just, like, look at this metallic fiber, and this has silver in it, just to give it some, you know, pop star vibe. Then there's this page. Oh, I just hope these, it's so funny because these are such a labor of love, right? Am I in frame still? I am. So I'm really hoping that they find their home. So just some Rock-A-Lotta polka dots. So this is just kind of the princess and the pop star again, the color themes, the metallics. Then there's a place to make a list here if you wanted. And then, you know, places to journal or add pictures. It's just another, you know, add your picture, journal about it here. More book. And again, with these pages, you can add a picture and journal it. You don't have to leave these alone. You can cover them up if you want. I didn't like this picture in the book. It was a bunch of meanies, like ripping out some plant and stuff like that. You can still read the story, but I decided this is a good place for a tuck spot. And here's more of the guitar. And, oh, that says excuse number 2,474,000, whatever, blah, blah, blah. My unicorn ate my homework. So I just think that that's cute. And so it went in here. And it really speaks to the inner rebel in me. These are something I'm doing now. I've got some music. These are stickers to add to your journal. And they're about music and whatnot. And then, of course, pink bow for the pop star, pink guitar, you know, just, and that kind of thing. So there's, I think about, I'm going with 10 plus is the count that I was working on. And I don't have that for all the journals, but I'm starting to include them because I just think I have a huge sticker collection I'd love to share. I love this. I made this with some stenciling on, was it manila envelope that I did a medium on so I could stencil, and then there's a journaling card inside this pocket, and it's just beautiful, both sides of it. Another journaling area. Another little tag, journaling area, more of that vellum, full size this time. More big book page. And the thing I like about the vellum is if you put something behind it, you can just see a ghost of it. So it's kind of fun. You could put a picture here and then that would lay over the top and kind of hide it. Here's your center of the signature, more of those lip papers, more nods to, you know, Barbie and the pop star, more journaling confetti, more places to write. Oh no, oh no, oh no. How's this happen? Okay, we may have to do some surgery. Apparently this got closed when that was still not quite cured. Oh, there we go. Phew, crisis averted. Everything is safe and sound. So here's a little tag. And I just love this pink and black gingham. It just has, it's, if I were going to wear a plaid skirt, it would be pink and black because that is so cute. The other side of this envelope that I made, this text spot envelope thing, actually closes. You can put stuff in it. You can hide, you know, again, store whatever you want to in there. And they've come together and found a new tree of happiness, whatever. And here's more writing pages. Here is another one of those giant tags made from scraps. And it says music and it fits right in there, and that's your last page. So, okay guys, I think that's it. I think that is all of my journals, and look at how pretty that is from the side. Look at how pretty that lays. I just, you know, all the fibers, all the stuff. It's just pretty from every angle. At the bottom we have all the, these are my signature strings that stick out the bottom, which I just like. But if you get it in one of these and you don't like it, you can always trim those. So, okay. The Princess and the Pop Star has the purple elastic bow. Because, yeah. And I do have charms and tassels and all kinds of stuff that matches this. And hers has, the one for this in particular has, see how she has the purple boots? I have purple boots on the charm. And a guitar and a princess or a tiara and just all kinds of stuff. So when you're looking through the charms and whatnot, look for the ones that match the journals if you're going to buy a journal. So you don't have to. The idea is if you don't want to buy all of the side stuff that matches it, that's great. You don't have to. If you want to just buy the journal and do your own thing, you know, that's awesome. But you can. And I do have stuff that matches every one of my journals. But the nice thing is they also stand alone. Like you can, how do I say it? Like if you don't want all this stuff, or say you just want, you have your own journal. Maybe it's not Barbie themed, but you want to add a little rock star element to it. You buy the charm and not the journal. Like that's why I didn't hang them all. Oh, I just knocked you over. That's why I didn't hang them all together, because I wanted people to have options, and I can keep it at a lower price point, and they can spend as much or as little as they want on the journal itself. So there you go. That's it, guys. I hope to see you at the craft fair. If not, thank you for watching me flip through the journals I make. Have a great day. Bye.